So a friend sold me his entire collection for $440, and we're about to go through this stuff and see what all I got. Some really neat stuff is in here, I'll tell you. So I'm going to start picking stuff out, and we're going to go through it. This is going to be like a one-take video. I may cut some stuff out, but it's got a NASCAR tin, but that's not what matters. It's what's inside of it. So let's see here. We got a few different games. I'm going to hold them on up to the screen. We got Driver 2, both disc. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Warrior. Spider-Man 2, I think that's a pretty good one. Croc. They are doing the remake for Croc. NASCAR 99. And Activision Classic Games. So that's everything that's in that case. But we haven't gotten to the good stuff yet. So let's go ahead and start pulling out more stuff. So we got a PS1 Slim. And I'm pretty sure he said it works. He gave me some stuff saying it doesn't work, and we'll get to that here in a minute. We also got a GameCube that works, and it does have all the cords and controllers. So yeah, and if you guys see anything in here that you were interested in buying, I will be putting most of this stuff up for sale. There will be a few things I'll be keeping, but I'll be saying I'm keeping it, and if I don't say I'm keeping it, it's most likely going up for sale, such as this GameCube and any of those PS1 games you just seen. So up next, let's pull out one of the goodies here, just to show you guys. We got Sonic Sega CD. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Sega CD game in person. So this is a first for me. I don't know if any of y'all would be interested in that. And yeah, this is going up for sale. It's got the CD and everything. And honestly, the CD's in really good shape from what I can tell. I've never even seen these before. And that's just not it right there. So I'm going to put that down. Okay, so you might have seen the thumbnail. NBA Jam on the PS1. This one I might end up keeping. That's pretty sweet. I forgot all about the tall boxes for the PS1. It would be cool to collect all the tall boxes. I don't know how much I'd end up spending collecting these, but NBA Jam is a really fun game if you haven't played it. You really need to check it out. And the disc is in okay shape. It's got a few scuffs and stuff, but I'm sure it'll still work. Like I said, this is one I may keep anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. Alright, so moving on. He gave me these for free. We didn't even include these in the deal. So some little knockoff Sega controllers. We both agree they feel like crap. So there's going to be a few of those in there. Okay, so I'm going to grab another console out of here. We got another PS1. And okay, so another PS1. So remember, I spent $440 on this collection. So we got a lot to go through here. This is just the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to grab this big box here on top. Well, actually, I'm going to grab what's behind it. We got a Super Nintendo. And he said it does work. And it's also doesn't have a broke power port. I can't tell you how many times I've run to him with the broke power port there. So, good deal. That's going up for sale too. Alright, so now I'll get this big box. And this is where we're going to I'm going to set this down in front of me and start pulling stuff out for you guys to see. So, there did end up being a few CDs in here. And we got Pink Floyd. I don't use CDs or collect CDs. So yeah, I'm going to set these aside. I may pull them out and show you guys anyways. And then we got Sega Mega Drive Winter Olympics in the box. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So we also got this little Super Mario Bros. Sound effects keychain. I think that's kind of neat. I think the batteries are dead in it. But yeah, you all get a good look at that. Tell me what you think of it. And he gave me this little Nintendo book called Super Power. And if you flip through it, there's all kinds of stuff about all the Nintendo stuff and history of Nintendo. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I told him I'm going to keep that and put that on my coffee table for people that come over in my game room to look at. So up next, this is a pretty sweet one. We got Target Renegade for the NES, and it's complete in box, got the manual and everything. And I already have Renegade, but I don't have it complete. And I won't lie, this is going to stay in the collection. I'm probably going to sell my loose copy after this. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then GameCube fans, get excited. So we already pulled out a GameCube. First GameCube game, Metroid Prime. So I don't know if I'll keep Metroid Prime or not. To be honest, I am a huge Metroid fan. I got into it actually after Metroid Dread. Loved Dread so much, ended up buying the Prime Remaster. And that Prime Remaster is amazing. I don't know, I may end up just selling it because I have the Prime Remaster, and then I also have the Prime Trilogy on GameCube, or not GameCube, on Wii, the Steelbook. And so yeah, this will probably end up going for sale. So another GameCube game, Luigi's Mansion. We are missing the manual again, but Luigi's Mansion looks to be in pretty decent shape overall. And yeah, this one, I'm not a big Luigi's Mansion fan, and I don't really collect GameCube, so this is going up for sale. And then, let's see here. He left a little bit of like some trash in there, and he was like, man, I can get out of that stuff for you if you want. And I was like, nah, I'll worry about that later. So we're going to throw that to the side. Alright, so this one was a little disappointing. We got Majora's Mask, the lenticular cover, but looks great till you flip it around to the back. He says it still works, so I think I'm just going to have to get a back replacement. If any of y'all want to buy that before I get a back replacement, let me know. I'll sell it to you a little cheaper that way, because we did have to knock off some because of that. Alright, so we got some more cartridge games. We got Metal Gear for the NES, and Snake's Revenge Metal Gear 2 for the NES. Both pretty decent NES games overall. And then more GameCube games, but these are loose. So I'll show y'all what I got here. So there's two in this case. We got Wind Waker right there. And then we also got the Grail. Well, not really the Grail, but one of the best GameCube games in my opinion. Smash Bros. Melee. As y'all can see right there. I mean, can't beat that. Love Melee. That's the best Smash Bros. There is. I mean, the new one's really good on the Switch. But yeah, you can't beat Melee. So we're going to go ahead and put that to the side. And that's also going up for sale, just to let y'all know. So I'm going to quit digging through this box and dig through a tote, because there's some good stuff in this box. I'm going to save it for later. So now we got Rolling Thunder for the Genesis. Another box Genesis game. I'm not a big Genesis guy. If you guys are, let me down. No, look. I'm not a big Genesis guy, but if you guys are, let me know down below in the comments. Which team do you side for? Sega or Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox? I mean, I started with the NES originally. I started playing Super Mario Bros. 3 was one of my first games. So yeah, but I didn't really learn about the Sega till I was a teenager. Okay, so up next, we got Final Fantasy VII Black Label. And this game blows my mind because we got all 3 discs in here and everything, but this Black Label used to be over $100, and now you're finding it on eBay for like 30 bucks. So it's went down in value quite a bit, and that's the thing that sucks about this stuff. It goes down in value, especially as they do remakes and remasters, and then they port the games over to other systems. But at one time, that was expensive. And then here's the GameCube controller, which actually feels pretty good. It's not ate up or anything. Yeah, I like that. I may keep that GameCube controller in my collection for when I do play Melee. And then we got another knockoff Genesis controller. I mean, I'll use these for bundling with consoles and stuff, so they are useful for me in a sense. And some cords. I know you guys aren't too excited about cords, so I'll go ahead and get that out the way. Alright, so let's move this out the way. We got an OEM SNES controller. I always love seeing those. I hate seeing the knockoffs, and I think the Famicom's got a shorter cable. So yeah, I'd rather have this one, the American SNES controller. so got a PS3 game, Ni no Kuni, and that one's going in my collection of PS3 games. I do have a pretty good sizable PS3 collection, and it's real clean. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. I should go ahead and start making a keep pile, so I may do that. All right, so let's pull out. Here's a goodie. Mad Catz Dreamcast controller. I've never owned a Dreamcast. Well, I used to never own a Dreamcast, we'll say. And, yeah, we'll get there. And I don't know what this thing is in it. God, you're going to see me just be so rough trying to pull these out. What is that? Is that just like, kind of looks like a wireless receiver to me, but I bet I'm wrong. Anyways, I'm not going to spend too long looking at that and trying to figure out what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in. Alright, so we'll put that away, but a Dreamcast controller. Okay, so PS2 game, Tekken 4. Tekken's pretty freaking bad. Tekken's pretty freaking awesome, so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep this one or not. I'm not really a big PS2 collector either. So, honestly, I'll probably end up putting this one up for sale. So if any of y'all are interested in that, let me know. So, let's go ahead. There's another little box in here. I'm going to get that out real quick, set that to the side, because we're going to go through that. That was actually kind of heavy. Alright, so we got a PS1 controller to go with one of those PS1s. So we got a little handful of games here. We got GTA Vice City. We'll check the condition of it. Oh yeah, I forgot. He told me it was in the box, so it's just a Vice City box. So that was a loss on that one. But if I ever find a copy of Vice City, I have the box. And then this one, this is just a bunch of loose disc games. Gears of War Judgment's not in here, so we'll go through what games are in here. So as I'm opening up, we got Batman, and then we got Origins 2, Disc 2, and so wait. So Batman Game of the Year Edition, that's Disc 2, so I don't know if we have Disc 1. And then we got Batman Arkham Origins Disc 2, Batman Arkham Origins Disc 1. So I'm missing Disc 1 for the other game. I might actually have that sitting around, come to think of it. And then we also got Spider-Man. So people love Spider-Man, so I think I'll be able to sell that at the flea market or something. Shouldn't be too difficult. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But yeah, that's a few of the loose games that we picked up there. So let me go ahead and grab these other ones I set behind me. So in here we have Guitar Hero World Tour. Guitar Hero doesn't move very much for me. Controllers do okay if you got the corded ones. And then we got Rock Band. Let's make sure that's actually Rock Band. Yep. Nope. It's AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. Oh yeah, that's what it says on the side there. So AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. And then we got, this is actually, I would imagine, a pretty good one. Zone of Enders by Konami. I've never actually played it. But it looks very anime style and could be interesting. So looks like I ran into, oh, nope. Okay, so that's cool. I thought I ran into a problem here. I opened it up, and the first thing I seen was Metal Gear Solid 2, and I was like, what? That's actually a demo disc. Anybody remember a demo disc? Like, you don't see those anymore. And then we got the Zone of Enders game in here, and it's complete. Let's take a look and see the condition of it. Okay, so that's not too bad, but you can tell it actually looks like it's been resurfaced. I don't know if you guys can tell on there. I don't know if I want to keep that or sell that. And then we got that Metal Gear Solid 2 demo disc. That's cool if that's together, though. Like, that's really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the pile. Because a lot of times those demo discs go missing. We got an OG PlayStation 1 controller without the analog sticks. I got quite a few of these right now. Honestly, for fighting games, they feel great. Like Tekken and all that stuff, and Marvel vs. Capcom. Awesome. I like these controllers. Okay, so we actually got an actual Sega Genesis controller. So that's pretty cool. That's a good thing. That's going to be great to bundle with Genesis. I'm not a Genesis guy, so I sell the Genesis. I'm not a Sega guy. I know, I'm sorry. The only Sega I like is like some of their modern games, like the Atlas games, like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. But yeah, so we got another handful of games here. We got what I believe is God of War. Let's check it real quick. Yep, God of War is in there. That's pretty cool. Got the manual, CIB. And let's get the disc out here real quick. So disc ain't too terrible shape. So obviously I'll go ahead and try to sell this at the flea market. May bundle it with a PS2 or something. Need for Speed Underground. How many Need for Speed fans do I have down there? And tell me, what is your favorite Need for Speed? Mine is Underground 2. I know Most Wanted is very popular. But yeah, this one's CIB also. So good deal. Like I said, I don't care to sell you guys any of these games. Just comment down below and message me and let me know. And we'll end up figuring everything out from there. So we got Destroy All Humans. So wait, yeah, that's Destroy All Humans. I was thinking it was 2 for a moment. And up next, we got a World of Warcraft expansion pack. I mean, honestly, I'll probably end up throwing that in a big bin. Because I do a lot of shovelware games, and I just throw them in a big, huge bin. I'm like, at the flea market, I'm like, 20 bucks, you get it, take it. You get all the games in there. So that's probably where that's going to go. Fill up a junk bin. Okay, so we got a PS1 game, Siphon Filter 2. I think I have Siphon Filter 1. We'll see how the disc look in here. A little scratched up. These will probably go to the flea market for me. And I should be able to get about $5 out of this, I imagine. PS1 games don't sell great for me, unfortunately. Alright, so now we got some more cords and what looks like that GameCube power supply. So we got that out the way, and another video cord. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. Alright, so we're getting a little more interesting stuff. So we got a Sega Saturn controller, guys. What does that mean? So, do you think you know what that means? We'll see. Alright, so yeah, another Sega Saturn controller. I'm literally just kind of reaching and grabbing at this point. Okay, so we got another Dreamcast controller, and this one's OEM. He said he bought this new, what are they called? Dreamcast BMUs? Like I said, not a Sega guy. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, and a Dreamcast. And he did tell me this is working, and it's in pretty nice shape. I've never owned a Dreamcast before, like I said, but now I do. I doubt I'm going to keep it. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not looking at modding it and keeping it. Who knows? It's just cool to have a Dreamcast. Okay, so we're about out of this box. Remember that I put 2 more on the floor to look through. Another OEM Super Nintendo controller. Cool, cool. We got a power cord. I believe this is... I don't know what power cord this is for. Probably the PS2 or something. Sega Saturn. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I guess, does the Sega Saturn play Genesis games too? No, I don't know anything about Sega. He did tell me he doesn't think this works. So he just kind of threw this in as like for a deal because the Zelda or Majora's Mask was busted. So he threw this in and he threw another thing in with that since it was busted to kind of make up the difference there. What we got here, y'all might think is pretty neat. So this doesn't work. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But it's a Sega CD. So we got the Sega CD game and a Sega CD. So that's pretty cool. He says he thinks he blew a capacitor in here, put a DC into it. It's supposed to be AC, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, right there. If you blew a capacitor, I may be able to go ahead and fix this and get it working. So that would be really neat. I might try to do that first, or I might just sell it as is for parts. Who knows? The Genesis, I don't know if it works specifically. I'll have to do some testing and test everything out. But this is another throw-in that we didn't actually calculate into the cost. So that was technically a freebie. Alright, so tote's empty. Just like another quart or two in there. So let's go back to those boxes with some of the more notable games and everything in here. So we got Sonic 2 for the Genesis. And this one's actually complete with the manual and everything. I think I already have a copy of Sonic 2 over there somewhere. It's loose. But that's pretty neat. I don't think this goes for much at all. Oh, I want to pick it back up and tell you guys one other thing. You see how it has the not for resale there? Like, on the Genesis games, you'll see that a lot. I don't know why they put that on them, and there's so many not for resale Genesis games. But, yeah, like, if you find, like, a SNES game or an N64 game that says not for resale, you got money. But these, you don't got money. Alright, so let's pull out a couple more games. So we got what I believe to be Over the Hedge. Let's make sure. Yep, Over the Hedge. Shovelware. We got TNT Impact. So I guess that's a wrestling game. Yeah, TNT Impact's a wrestling game. I'm not a big wrestling fan. I picked up a lot of wrestling stuff lately because it does move for me. If this is a good wrestling game, though, I might give it a chance and try to play it. Let me know what you guys think of this game. Let me know if I should play this down below. I'll go ahead and put this to the side here. Alright. So I'm going to pull out a handful of games here. So this was a big disappointment for me when we talked about it. Because we got Resident Evil 2 for the PS1. So what the disappointment was, let's open it up. We're missing disc 1. We only have disc 2. I may see if I can find disc 1. If one of y'all have disc 1 and want to sell it to me, I would really appreciate it. Because this is going on my shelf in my collection. I don't collect much PS1, but I do love Resident Evil. So I don't even care if disc 1 works. Just to have it in there would be cool. And then we got Tekken Tag, which I'm probably going to sell because I think I already have a copy. But if I don't, I'm going to keep it. So, yep, Tekken Tag's in there, and it's CIB. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And then we got Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remastered. And it is in there. Good deal. And here's a pretty notable one. Tenshu Stealth Assassins. I've never played that, but I know that game can sometimes go for a little bit. And as far as condition, this one's actually in pretty good condition for a PS1 game. So that's pretty cool. We'll definitely have to, you know, look into that and see what the value of it is. So we're not even close to being done, like I said, and the cooler stuff is coming out now. So we did get some cool stuff like that Saturn, that Sega CD, NBA Jam, but we got some cooler stuff coming out. So first off, a modern game, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I think this game's went up just a little bit in value. I don't know how much it'll actually go up, but that's cool. I already had this game, so that's going to go up for sale too. If any of y'all need this, message me. I will sell it to you. I'd rather sell it to a viewer than to somebody on eBay. Alright, so we got Tekken 3. I literally almost bought this the other day because that's like my first Tekken. So yeah, Tekken 3 was my first Tekken. And as y'all see, I love this game. Like, it is phenomenal. Definitely holds up well. Or I may bundle it with a PS1. I don't know, because I don't really like collecting loose copies. Alright, so we got a few more things. We got Madagascar. We got Disney's Hercules, which is actually kind of a decent game, but this is actually loose. It's in a CD case. And then we got Final Fantasy VIII. And let me make sure all the discs are in there real quick. So we got disc 1 and disc 2 and 3. So I believe that's right. Final Fantasy VIII is a 3-disc game, if I'm not correct. Let me see. It'll say on the back on it. 4-disc game. So I'm missing a disc. So this is pretty much a no-go for me on this one. Dang. That's okay. I didn't factor that out of value, but he did throw in some extra goodies and stuff, so I'm not upset at all. That stuff happens anyways when you're making these deals. So we also got Real Fishing. I'm pretty sure this is a low dollar game. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. I didn't check the value on it. It looks good. It's a what makes it might not be a low dollar game is it's by Not Sumi, and some of their games can actually go up in value quite a bit. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm probably gonna end up playing this one. So I'm gonna put this one aside here. So we got more games to go through. We got Ape Escape. Any Ape Escape fans there? I've never played a single Ape Escape. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I should go ahead and pull it out and give it a chance and play it. I don't know. So I might do that. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. So we also got what I believe is Crash Team Racing. So remember, I spent $440 on this collection here. Mainly so it can help me do my resale. There is a few games I'm going to keep, like I said, but I'm doing a stand at the flea market, and I'm selling a bunch of games. So actually, yeah, Crash Team Racing is in there. So that's good. Crash Team Racing is a pretty fun game. That was like the first kart racer I ever played was actually Crash Team Racing. I think it was actually a demo disc I played at my cousin's house. But yeah, really fun game. I liked it a lot. So we're going to go ahead and move on. We also got the Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot here, and there's two in here. So we got Crash Bandicoot, and we got Crash Warped. Warped's really fun. I haven't actually ever beat it, but what I have played of it is really fun. If you haven't played Warped, play it. Are you guys more of a Crash Bandicoot guy or a Spyro guy? But to be honest, I'm more of a Spyro guy, so that's probably why I haven't beat it. But still really fun. And then we also got Gran Turismo. I've already checked this one. I believe it is complete. Gran Turismo's one disc. And this is what throws me off. I always run into not just one, but 2 discs in every copy of Gran Turismo I ever grab. Like, why is there always 2 discs in there when it plainly states it's a 1-disc game? Has anybody else ever had this happen? Okay, so now we're getting to some like really good stuff right here. Street Fighter Alpha 3. I don't know if I want to keep this or sell this. It's freaking Street Fighter. And this is like a super clean copy. Looks like it's never been resurfaced or anything. It's like Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the PS1. That's pretty freaking dope. I'll probably end up selling it anyways, because like I said, I don't really collect PS1 games unless they're just nostalgic games for me. We got Frogger. Have any of y'all played this Frogger? Is it any good? I mean, what does it say on the back? It says, the classic arcade game makes the leap into 3D. Dozens of challenging new levels. So yeah, I don't know. I've only ever played like the original Frogger, so I don't know nothing about this Frogger. We got skateboarding. Yeah, it's not a good game. And then we got a Dreamcast game. On Virtual or Virtual On. I think I looked this game up. It does go for some good value, and I already checked the condition on it when I was there, and it's in pretty good shape. If any of you guys are Dreamcast fans, I don't care to sell this to you. I know some of you might be looking for this game. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. I want to put that in a safety spot. And then we got Shadow of the Berserk. So it looks like this might actually be a Berserk game from the anime. Does this have anything to do with the Berserk anime? Let me know if it does. Let's see here. An outcast warrior enters a land by an evil curse. It actually looks really good. Look at those screenshots there. I bet you that is a fun game. It looks really fun, actually. So we'll go ahead and put that aside. I think that one has a little bit of value to it, too. And then we got Shenmue for the Dreamcast. I'm going to sell Shenmue. I've already have the remasters and everything like that, so it's definitely going to be sold. But it looks to be complete in here and everything. And we also got this little Shenmue passport, I guess, with it. So it's like the manual. Alright, so that's cool. If any of y'all are looking for a complete copy of Shenmue, let me know. I can't seem to close it now. So let's see, maybe that was up front. And yeah, there's the other manual. So this is like super complete. Okay, so let's put that up. And then we got, I didn't even factor this one in. So a PS1 game. What's that called? Galarians? Is it an RPG? It's 3 discs. Let's make sure they're all in there. So yeah, we got disc 1. We got the manual. Sorry, doing all this like this is kind of difficult to do and hold up because my camera's kind of sitting high. And yeah, I'm not the best video editor ever. Well, got all 3 discs, so I may look into this a little more because I just now seen that, I think it says Crave, but I think I just seen Atlas in there. No. I've played a few Crave Entertainment games and I really hated them. But this one looks pretty cool, so I might look into it and see what's up with it. Okay, so let's pull out some other stuff that came in here. We ended up getting a few CDs in here, and they're just throw-ins. Like, we didn't count those into the value. But if any of y'all are interested, there's Elton John, Maroon 5, Bob Seger. My mom had this CD. And then Crossfade. Lord, I don't know if any of y'all bought the original PSP when it came out. It came out with like a little UMD disc that had Crossfade and a bunch of other stuff on it. And there was one song on there by Crossfade, I don't remember what it was. Cold? I think it was Cold. And I played that crap to death over and over. I never want to hear it again now. So we also got, what is that? Trait? I don't even know who that is. Is that a good band? And then we got Lilac. Breaking Benjamin, for any of you Breaking Benjamin fans out there. Avenged Sevenfold. And another Breaking Benjamin. I may give these away or take them to the flea market and sell them for like $1 a piece. I don't know. And there's a SNES power supply in there. Alright, so we're just about to the end, everybody. And here's my favorite stuff. We got some more cartridge games and everything. So we got Super Mario All-Stars, which I already have, so I'm going to sell this one. We got Arachnoid, I believe. I might keep this and play it. I don't know. So I'm going to give it a chance and try it out, and if I like it, I'm going to keep it. We got Porky Pig. Mario Kart. I'm going to sell this one. We got Super Mario World. I already got a copy of that too, so I'm selling that. We got RoboCop versus the Terminator. I'm probably going to keep that, to be honest. And this one I'm definitely keeping, so I'm sorry for all of y'all. I'm even going to have to turn the light on because I forgot. So we have an entire video without the light on. Oh, Lord, the camera's adjusting. Okay, so let me dim that down a little bit. Alright, so there we go. We dimmed it down a little bit. So we got Super Metroid, and this cartridge is clean, buddy. Clean. Like I said earlier, I love Metroid, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I might not be keeping the GameCube one, but if any of y'all is interested in the GameCube one, let me know, Metroid Prime. But yeah, this is super clean. I'm excited for this one. This is a keeper. And then we got Castlevania 4. The label is severely faded, but if any of y'all is interested in buying that, I'm going to sell that. I don't care for the Castlevania games. And then we have a game called On Squadron. I think this one's actually pretty expensive, and you can see here somebody bought it for $4.99 at one point in time. I wish we could go back to that time again. I'm going to keep this one and give it a try because my buddy that sold this collection to me told me to give this one a try. And we also have The Lion King, which I get tons and tons of copies of. This game's super hard. I'm probably going to sell this one. And then we have Star Fox. Not really a fan, but I think I'm going to keep this one here. I'd like to get the Star Fox for the GameCube, though, and give it a try, even though I don't collect GameCube games. And we got Donkey Kong Country, which I'm going to be selling. And I'm going to pause real quick. So there's a few other little knickknacks in here and stuff and things I missed out on. But this is what really irritated me about this is I found a Guitar Hero dongle and a Rock Band dongle for PS2. And I'm really pissed because literally yesterday, the day before I bought these, I went and sold a box of Guitar Hero controllers, like 5 of them, and a couple of them are PS2 wireless controllers for $5. So I could have had this with one of them at least. So I'm going to go ahead and save these and hold on to them in case I run to another controller. And then we got a PS2 memory card. Okay, so here's a couple Sega games and another PS2 memory card. So let's see here. We got the Ooze. Anybody ever heard of that? Because I've never heard of it. And then we have a Game Genie. I don't know if those have any value. I doubt it because on the back it says it was $8.95 at McKay's. So I say I won't be able to really get rid of that. So if any of y'all need a Game Genie, let me know. And then we have Live 97. We also have Rocket Knight Adventures, which I think has a little bit of value to it for the Sega Genesis. I could probably get this cleaned up a little bit and make it look a little better. And it looks like somebody at one point bought it for $16.95. I think it's like a $30 or $40 game now. And then here's something I'm going to keep. We got a Super Game Boy. It's a little dirty, but I can clean that up and make that look brand new again. Alright, so a couple more games here. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we got 4 games left, so we're almost done. Well, I'm actually lying. We got more than 4 games left. This is going to be a long video, everybody. So we got Killer Instinct, which I'm probably going to go ahead and sell. I'm not a fan of Killer Instinct at all. We got Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I'm actually missing from my collection. So that's not going up for sale. I'm sorry, y'all. We got Duke Nukem 0. I'm probably going to keep that too. And then we got a pretty clean copy of F-Zero. I'm keeping that also. So yeah, trying to make money here. It's hard when you're a collector also, because you want to keep half the stuff you get. So that makes it really difficult. But yeah, so I'm probably going to keep that and see what I can do with the other stuff. So there is one more thing here, and he brought this out later. So originally we had like a $300 deal, but then he pulled some more stuff out, and we ended up going up to $380, I believe, and then he pulled some more. No, we went to $360, and then we pulled some more stuff out and went to $380, and this was the last stuff he pulled out on me. So we got this pretty dope little Game Boy Advance shoulder bag, and I put all the stuff in here. And one of the things should have been in a thumbnail if y'all have seen it. So we got a DMG Game Boy. It definitely needs some love, tender love and care. We'll get this worked on, but it does work. I may just replace the shell or the screen. If any of y'all want to buy it for cheap as it is, just let me know. I may just go ahead and ship it on to you and let you replace the screen and shell. It does have little issues reading games, but I think it's just dirty because I could give them a read. It's too little effort. So we got a repro copy of Pokemon Green. And we got Zelda's Link's Awakening DX. And the hard thing about Game Boy games is I end up keeping just about every one of them that I get. Even doubles for some reason. They're small, they don't take up much space. So it's not like it's like really taking any space in my house. We got Wario Land, which is another one I'm going to keep. So I think this last $80 I'd spent with him was me literally buying games I'm going to keep. So we got Super Mario World, which is actually really fun. You can beat it in like an hour. So yeah, I love that game. And then we got Mega Man Battle Network 4. I know they just released the collection. Somebody got this at one point for $12. Or, yeah, $12. And that was a steal back at times. I think this has went up quite a bit in value. So we got a few more Game Boy games coming out here. We got Oddworld, which I'm going to keep also in my collection. I'm keeping a lot of stuff, I know. Super Mario Bros. 2 I'm going to keep. And then we also have Yu-Gi-Oh, which I'm actually probably going to sell because I believe I do already have a copy of this and it's not that important to me. And just to double check down here, we got, this was in the thumbnail, or should have been in the thumbnail if I didn't put it in there. Pikachu Game Boy Color, the Gold and Silver Edition. It is missing the back plate. So I don't know what I want to do with this. If any of y'all want this, you can buy it off me. I'd rather sell it to one of y'all than somebody on eBay. There is a little few scuffs and scratches on the screen, but it does work. Tested it out, worked perfectly fine. And now we are on to the actual last thing. We got a GBA SP. It is a little scratched up and everything and dinged up, but it does work perfectly fine. We got Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories in there. I am gonna sell that, and I'm gonna sell this too. So if any of y'all are interested in a GBA, I do have the charger and everything. Let me know. So overall, I spent $440 on this collection. I have not added up how much I think I'm going to make. I know I should at least make my money back, and I get to keep a few of the games, so that's pretty cool. If you guys see anything you like or want, comment down below. Let me know. I do not care to mail you guys anything there. We can work it out on Cash App or PayPal or anything like that. And obviously, after you comment, we'll go ahead and message each other. Well, obviously, after you comment, we'll go ahead and message each other and see what we can do from there. But yeah, anyways, been thrifting a lot lately, doing a lot of reselling, selling stuff at the flea market. If you like my content, please like it, and if you want to watch more of this stuff and see me find more stuff and buy more collections, please subscribe. And anyways, thank you guys for watching.